is going on, people?
Good morning, everybody. Yay. So Black Tech Futures Media weekly NFT chat. Let's get to it.
All right. It's a new week, and every week there's always something new going down.
Absolutely.
Always something big, and the hype is doesn't seem like it's going down anytime soon, as more and more people are rolling in to the space and offering their gifts. So let's start off with what happened over the weekend. The weekend dropped an NFT collection.
Absolutely.
You like that, right? Nah.
Absolutely. That was pretty cool.
So he dropped an 8-piece collection. Ace Phallus, the Ace Phallus collection. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But one of the pieces was an unreleased song, which sold for just under $500,000. An unreleased song. Just so he has other pieces in there too. Some of them he actually auctioned as a raffle drawing. So some people just won some stuff. So definitely look into that. MIA announces that she's going to be doing an art exhibit, NFT style.
Actually. Right.
And I'll quote from her. She says, "It's only now that the appropriate gallery for my work exists."
Right.
Meaning that this is all going to be digital. It's going to be a digital NFT art exhibit. So that's going to be excited. I'm looking out for that.
It's called, let's see, the gallery is on the foundation platform.
Yep.
The one piece that's mentioned it's called Gifty One. And that still image is part of a larger series called NFT Garage Dance. Collectors can actually start buying it tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it starts tomorrow. Yep. So that's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna look into that. that. What else do we have?
Got?
On this is how popular this is getting, to the point where even Tekashi 6ix9ine is dropping some NFTs.
Right.
So he'll be dropping those. Look out for that. If you're I think he said it's gonna be 2 unique pieces that he's gonna be auctioning off. And then 3 other separate NFTs for 125 people. So AKA 125 editions. And lastly, we got Tom Brady in the mix, but he's taking it a step further. Dude is launching an NFT company. It's going to be called Autograph. And it pretty much focuses on bringing together some of the biggest names in sports, entertainment, fashion, pop culture.
They're probably loving Top Shot and thinking, we've got to get on this.
I mean, so many people are investing in Top Shot. I know a few people already that bought a couple packs, but they're waiting on them. I guess it's still fairly new, so it's up and running for like the mass consumers. But yeah, that's it about the major news, like the more public news. But I mean, that's just the surface.
I've got a fun one. So there's a cannabis art company called Califari, and they have now cultivated, what they say, a unique and highly popular line of cannabis strain art that, quote, aims to visualize the emotional connection between the people and the plant. And so do you have a clue when that NFT will actually be minted, Jamil?
For Califari?
Yeah, just take a wild guess, man. When are they going to do it?
Let me see. What date? Maybe on one of the greatest holidays for that community?
Maybe.
Is it coming soon? I feel like it's coming soon, right?
Yes. They're actually, so they're releasing on 420.
Sure they are.
That's cute. That's cute. So yeah, man, there's some really interesting folks who are doing it's insane because there's just so much.
You want to talk about the super big news, or do we want to save that for artists opportunity to really showcase their talents and get a little head start on what's going on?
Let's talk about it. Let's feed the people. Tell them what they can actually compete for right now.
So a venture capital fund is pretty much putting together a Shark Tank style pitch show. And who are going to be judges? We got big names. We got Mark Cuban, of course. We got Snoop Dogg,
Of course.
of course. Ashton Kutcher is going to be involved. Okay. And we got a couple other names in there that are pretty big in the industry. Blau, he's going to be a judge, and he's
Right.
heavy in the NFT space. So it's going to be super exciting. They're taking applications right now. We're going to put the link up. They're only taking 30 applicants,
Yeah,
and it ends April 16th.
absolutely. And the application just opened yesterday.
Just yesterday, too. So
So
it's a small
please,
window.
yeah, please. They're only taking 30, but if you have an idea for an NFT platform, or if you have an idea that is potentially capable of shaking up the NFT space in any reasonable way, you are welcome to submit your application at the following website, www.soundventures.com/NFT. That's soundventures.com/NFT. I'm excited about this particular opportunity primarily because one thing that they are publicizing, saying publicly is, quote, our particular focus is on the smaller players who will lead to long-term NFT adoption over the coming decades. I think that's really promising. So of course, we're going to submit an application. That's not even a question.
Yep. And for any creatives out there or anybody who's just a big fan of art, who's been in the art space, this is why not? Why not? You got a dope idea. Let's get into it. NFTs is here. It's the future. It's what we're going to be doing now. It's art for everyone now. It's not just reserved for, you know, the high end people. It's for everybody now. Let's make it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, man. What else? What's our feature today? I've got a couple of really cool things that
I want you to, let's roll into that. Who is our creators feature of this week?
Oh my God. So I've got one person who I learned about just over the last couple of days, and her art is just amazing and beautiful. And I'm so excited. So the artist's name is Black Sneakers. And while I talk about Black Sneakers a little bit, I'm going to pull up her website. And just so you can see some amazing prints. I tried to not go on a purchasing spree last night, but oh my God, I'm excited about her work. Black Sneakers is a young Black artist who's 20 years old. She's from North Carolina, and I believe her art is extremely inspiring. Let me pull it up right quick so you can see, man. There's just some amazing people doing some awesome stuff. All right, here we go. Black Sneakers. Here she is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Bold colors, amazing.
Vibrant. Yeah.
Vibrant. She says that her primary focus is on the human body and that she's able to express concepts of emotion, mentality, and physicality while combining it with vibrant color schemes to create complex Black narratives. As a young woman, she feels it's best to contribute her voice to a community already unique and beautiful. Black Sneakers is also a graduate, 2019 graduate of SCAD, the Savannah College of Art and Design. I was trying to sort of look at these pieces and decide which of them do I love the most. Yeah. And it's just so tough because I look at one and then I'm like, oh my God. For example, this piece right here, the Gogina print. Yeah.
Yeah, I just love the colors.
Just the colors.
Every single one of them just pops. It just pops out.
The colors are popping. The lines are fluid. And everything that she has here, she also does tattoos. Oh. She's got some paintings.
So does she have anything on any NFT marketplaces?
She does, actually. And so let me see. I wanted to go look at some of her digital art. Let me get back to the home page.
Yeah, because these are prints right here, guys, and definitely feel free. Definitely check this out. Super affordable. They're not crazy.
Yeah,
I actually would love to buy some of her NFTs, if anything. Um,
I
with
actually
her
had
art.
one of them up, and now I've got to remember where it was. I may not be able to pull it up,
Okay.
but it's one of these prints, but it's actually it's motion. So it's
Mm,
the
I need that.
background
That's what I need in my
moves.
life, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I need
So
that in my
it
life.
is actually one of these prints, but I like I said, I don't want to take too much time to try to find it.
Right, right,
Um,
right.
I did have all these tabs up last night, and then I closed them because eventually I did have to go to bed. But you can look her up. Just put Black Sneakers NFTs, and you should be able to find her work in one of the platforms. Maybe next week when we come back, I'll actually have that so that I can share with you. But this is a kind of thing that we want to do every week. We want to feature Black artists who are in the NFT world, who are doing it, who are moving, and as well make sure that you can get that inspiration, especially local
Yeah.
Hartford-based, Greater Hartford based artists that we're looking to work with. Definitely check this artist out. There's another person, Vakseen. He's a Black digital artist from Athens, Georgia. And maybe we can talk a little bit while I pull up his page, because his stuff is as well really nice. And he was a part of a gallery event, virtual gallery event that took place um, with the Opulence Gallery. And this virtual exhibit was called Harmony and Balance NFT Art Exhibition. And so I'm just going to pull that up. It was done in collaboration with the MetXR, which is their virtual gallery.
Hmm.
And yeah, just amazing work. I really want to find the biggie that he did. So it's a
Yeah,
biggie.
I would love to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
Yeah.
biggie that looks like the Indian god Ganesh.
That's so fire.
Yeah, right.
I gotta see it. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me
Like
see.
this is the beauty about it now. Like it's like artists, like because they've always been there, and,
Mhm.
and for the most part, they'll have their own little community of like fans that love their work, but it's so it's pockets everywhere. And now it's finally there's a chance where these bigger platforms can showcase this work, and it can be shown to a much larger audience and just people who can appreciate it at a much affordable rate at that because that's what art's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be for everybody.
Absolutely.
It's not just supposed to be for locked away in a building. But then again, of course, I get why that kind of art has to be treated as such, right? But
Right.
this type of this digital asset world, it's opening up the possibilities to just have beautiful art at a very very reasonable like price and experience at that.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we at?
All right. So this is the MetXR, and the idea here is you can, similar to crypto boxes, which we reviewed last week, you can actually go onto the platform and you can enter the space as an avatar. In addition to that, it's the gamification of these galleries that's making it so interesting, right?
Right.
So I can chat with other people in the gallery. I can actually wear VR goggles and view the gallery through the VR goggles, which then changes the whole experience.
Yeah.
If you look here, so I'd simply need to enter the room. Let me see. If there was a little lag last night, which was part of the reason why I wasn't sure I wanted to do this. So at this point, once I've selected my avatar, I could change the avatar up and make it look different. I can also, at this point, enter the screen or simply add the goggles, the VR headset. I'm gonna enter the screen. The mic will allow me to talk to other people and be heard by others as well. Okay, and here I am. All right. All right, I'm in the gallery. Hopefully I can move around without any delays. And so
Yeah.
this
Just like
reality, the gallery thing is something that a lot of people are loving
Oh, that's
apparently
fire.
and creating, right?
Right,
So
right.
another
Because this is the
wonderful way to
possibilities. Yeah,
experience the NFTs. Yes, the
right.
possibilities.
Like
Yeah.
like this is the utility of what NFTs can provide too now. It's not just simply just looking at something digital on your phone or on your computer
Mhm.
screen or even on a digital frame, which that's a whole nother experience that we're absolutely going to be exploring. But for the right now, it's like you can actually architect your own gallery building, display the work that you've made however you want to make it. Like, look at this
Yeah.
stuff. It's your own gallery. I've had my experience with Decentraland, which is another popular metaverse that's pretty much built just like MetXR. There's all types of these metaverses, which is what
Yeah,
this is, where you
metaverse.
pretty much it's a gamified version of
Mhm.
interacting with people in art. And when I was in Decentraland yesterday, it was super quick. I made my avatar and was exploring where all the because they provided you with a map. So I went where there was a
Yeah.
lot of people, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And of course, there was a live Zoom call. It was like in an arena.
In the metaverse.
I'm in the metaverse. I walk into this arena and I look up and it's a Zoom meeting going on between the creator of Decentraland and a couple of NFT
Mhm.
artists that display their work in some of these popular galleries. And of course, I tried looking into the coin that they use. The currency that they use is called Mana. And
Yeah.
so, of course, I attempted to try to exchange some Ethereum for Mana and buy some things. But of course the gas fees, so I didn't
Yeah.
even dig into all of that. I'm going to, but I just
Yeah.
more so just wanted to see how the process was. So I kept looking around, and it was super cool. Like it's especially for the younger generation who's already growing up in this gaming
Exactly.
world where
Yeah.
this is what they do.
Mhm.
This is just a natural step for them to experience social media the way we would have
Absolutely.
now in Instagram, in Facebook. But now it's like it's gamified. It's now
Yeah.
okay. I can make an avatar that actually dresses like me and have my style. I can put more
Yeah.
into it as opposed to just posting up regular pictures of who
Dude,
I am.
can you imagine scavenger hunts
Oh
in
man, yeah.
spaces?
There's so much utility to it, that
Yeah.
can be so much fun. And
Yeah.
and this is just, something where, if you're just not doing anything on a Wednesday evening, and for a half hour or an hour you can
Play
connect
around.
with all your friends all
Yeah.
over the US who are creatives in this virtual space and say, hey, yo, I'm doing an art exhibit. bring your
Yeah.
bring your glass of wine and let's talk. And you can actually talk on a mic and as if you're really there. And it's
Yeah.
just another, and of course people are saying, oh, that takes away the humanity, whatever we like. And it's like,
Well, it
I
creates the connection, that's for sure. And I think
right,
that's
right. I
part of
which
the
I and of course
identity.
I understand that aspect of it, and I don't
Yeah.
think that should go away. However, to your point, it's just building deeper connections through technology, right?
Right.
As opposed to just being mindless on social media and just
Absolutely.
putting up the these pictures and all that. It's like now we get to connect. I get to talk to you in real time. That's why Clubhouse, is
It's
exploding
popping.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are
So
just
yeah, this is one of
yeah,
my favorite pieces by Vakseen.
yeah. This is so fire. This is so
And if
fire.
you're interested, it's Vakseen. As I mentioned, he's an artist from Athens, Georgia, and he was one of five Black digital artists featured in the exhibit Harmony and Balance NFT art exhibit by Opulence and MetXR. So yes, like definitely this stuff excites me. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
I could be in here all day.
I love the like the Bruce Lee. I forget what movie it is, but it's the Bruce Lee Abdul Kareem Jabbar fight stances, but
Yeah,
they're like hieroglyphs. That was fire.
right. Oh yeah, check
Uh,
this out.
oh, this is dope. Oh man.
So this guy actually, what's interesting about his work is there's one, this, I think this is part of a series. There's one series where he has all of these characters that we're familiar with. And I think it's something like, what if, I don't know, I wish I could name it properly, but it's something about what if something were Black, and all of these various characters that we've grown up with and that we know are actually brown skinned characters. So very interesting work, really kind of cool. And yeah, I mean, this is the future, as they say, happening right now.
Yeah.
And you can obviously see other artists' works here as well. But yeah, I think this particular experience makes everything a little more fun.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the
It's
ability
another way to
to
experience something and enjoy something,
absolutely.
you know.
Yeah, there are other spaces I haven't walked into, but if we
Yeah.
look over the, over the ledge here, you can see a couple more pieces. That's what it looks like beyond the space. So yeah, just, oh my God, so much awesome stuff to check out.
Yeah.
And you were talking about Decentraland. Now there you can actually purchase land, and you can purchase other items too. I was on Decentraland, and I see that you can purchase domain names that are associated with crypto.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing a lot of that. And then also some of these names with the crypto extension not even being available on places like GoDaddy, which is what I use to purchase names a lot of times.
Yeah. It's
So
its own thing.
yeah, let me see. We've got a few more minutes. Let me check out Decentraland. Let's pull it up.
Yeah.
Show the people what we're talking about.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right, so if you're going to be welcomed to Decentraland, this is what it looks like when you get there.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, it pretty much kind of looks like MetXR, when you're in there, but it's very vast, very, very vast.
An amazing
Kind of like an
graphics.
open world type vibe. But it's with real art. It's with real people that are in there. It reminds me of when I used to play Sims, but now I'm actually connected with other people who are doing real things that are connected outside of just this. This is just like just a conduit of like to get the access of like really dope art. And that's a big thing for me, as someone who wants to be a collector, who's going to be a collector. And just providing these experiences for people who can appreciate that type of art and say, you know what, I want that. I want ownership of this and like this unique type of art. And I'm gonna get my digital frames. I'm gonna get a couple of them. So up in my house, and they're just gonna be on a loop. I'm just gonna have ill art just circulating, or every day, right? Every day of the week, just put something up. And when I have guests over, it's just something new every day. That's beauty. That's
a lot of times
art.
So a lot of people are like, well, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, why do I want to pay and go through a process to acquire this digital art when I can see it online for free?
Right.
And I think, my answer to that is always that right now, we're in a culture of every person can be an investor. And so with that in mind, these as non-fungible tokens are appreciating assets. So there are going to be people who are going to want to collect this stuff into perpetuity.
Oh yeah.
And the more,
and that's one side of it, right?
And that's one side.
And then the other side is just because I love it.
Well,
I can see a movie on TNT, but if I bought the DVD, I want I can easily see it
watch
on
it anytime I
YouTube
want.
or Netflix. Right. But I'm gonna buy the DVD because I'm a huge fan of the movie. I'm gonna buy the series because I love it. So those are two sides of the same coin, virtually, because you see value in it, regardless of what your intentions are with it.
I was gonna say, the beauty of NFTs, the more creative you are melding the physical and the digital worlds, as you can imagine, tickets to events,
the possibilities.
it's just endless. Real estate. There's so many ways that you can
Oh,
get
the utility,
involved.
yeah, it's just starting in the art world because that's just how it naturally is when it comes to value and scarcity and just knowing, the ownership of like a piece. It started in the Renaissance, it started a long time ago. And
Yeah.
to your point about, if I could just pull you have to appreciate art and
Mhm.
what divine beauty is and how it relates to you, how it speaks to you. That's art, right?
Yeah.
It's our humanity. It's us understanding who we are through an expressive piece that someone else said, hey, this is how I see the world and this is how I want to communicate. You got to understand that. If you don't understand
Yeah.
that, then you won't understand why it's so important to have that on your wall and say, I own this and I love this because how it speaks to me. That
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I could go off on this, but
Art is,
that's art.
I do, I believe art is emotional, definitely. Art being
Emotional,
emotional as in
psychology,
the
yeah,
emotional reaction, right? People get to
everything.
art. Um, there's also, so I was looking at these wearables. There's a company, maybe we'll talk about them next week, as if I can find more information as well as actually acquire one of the wearables. So
Yeah.
what they've done is they've used green screen technology on fabric, so on the shirts. So they did an exhibit. Whoever this company is, I will talk about them next week, definitely, because I'm bringing this up. But they had actual T-shirts that were green, and they had a space set up. A lot of it was green, so that they could actually take their digital art and project them on the shirt, on the clothing.
That's fire.
As I'm explaining to you, and as Jamil just said, people, the ideas and the creativity is
It's so
insane.
like imagine Salvatore. Oh no, what's his name?
Salvador Dali,
Yes,
Salvador Dali, I'm sorry.
Salvador Dali.
Yeah,
Imagine him having access to a 3D programming software,
absolutely.
or Lightroom, Photoshop,
Yeah,
Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. Imagine him having that access.
yeah.
The ty-
Salvador
so
Dali would be
now
I
imagine
don't
how
know.
many
I think
kids
we
are the
might get
next Salvador.
lost in one of his pieces.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
his piece at the Wadsworth Museum. I forget what it's called, but yeah, love it.
Uh,
Like just
These
the
are
possibilities that
parcels.
can
So
be.
this is land you can actually purchase. These are purchase parcels, as you can see if I mouse over them.
Yeah.
And it gives you coordinates on how to get there. Um, and you can also, I think,
I'm gonna buy land like ASAP.
so these prices below, these are the Ethereum prices, I'm assuming, or not
Well,
the
that's that.
Ethereum,
So
but
that's
DAO
their currency. That's
or
the
Mana.
mana,
Mana. Hmm.
which I think for like 50 mana, it's like it's a pretty low. Like if I forget how what the conversion is, but
Yeah. All right, people. It's 9 o'clock. We
oh
are
yeah.
happy that
Oh
you are
wow,
here
that
with
flew by.
us
Of
every
course.
week as usual. I want to
Uh-huh.
thank you and remind you we are posting our Facebook Lives every week on, tell them, Jamil.
So we're posting it on I'm going to be posting it on LinkedIn. We're posting it on Facebook, and of course obviously our website, www.nftcreativetraders.com. Definitely check that out. That's where we're putting all this information, all the updates. We'll definitely put the application website, yeah, but look out, we're posting everywhere, yeah, everywhere.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you for
So
joining us, and we'll see you again next week.
yes,
Stay
peace.
tuned.